Okay, so this is my project. Um, Originally, what I intended to do was make a access point that is at my house and have people connect to this access point, so I could use programs like SSL Strip and stuff to be able to read their passwords or capture images with I think it's BetterCap or EtherCap. Um, But it just seemed a little bit useless to me because it's not something that I would ever use other than on for this project. Um, so what I decided to do instead was still make the access point, but uh, with a Squid server on it, so I could control what people went to, and like if I didn't want them to go to certain sites while they were at my house for whatever reason, or say you just have like a kid connect to it, so you wouldn't want them to go to be able to have access to every single website, if yeah, more or less. But so yeah, I thought this was something I could actually use, as far as so I wouldn't have to give my if people come over for whatever reason, I wouldn't have to keep giving out my password, so I could just start this server up, or start the access point up, and they would just be granted access through that, and I could just say I could write the password down, since it would just be I could um, close the access point just automatically whenever I wanted to. So I guess start it up, or yeah. The program that I used was Wi-Fi Pumpkin, and it was okay. As far as like, it didn't really, when I first got it downloaded, it needed a lot of different dependencies. What is going on? Anyways, it needed a lot of different dependencies that it didn't really say it totally needed, even on like the download. It Yeah, it just didn't do it. But from looking through all of that, I found someone had made another program that installs like the dependencies and everything all together, um, for a lot of different softwares that are for like Wi-Fi hacking and all that sort of stuff. So, anyways, this is that. Make sure that's enabled. Okay, and then yeah, after I got it all working and downloaded, then I found this thing, and um, yeah, it just installs everything all together, which I thought was really helpful. Why is it already running? Oh, all right. So yeah, this is the program that I use, and yeah, it's pretty simple. It just set up normally, and other than my network manager service, it used to stop running all the time. So other than that, it went pretty smoothly. And as far as being able to set this up, the once I got all the dependencies, the being able to read someone's passwords and all that stuff, it would just be um, really just a click here, and it would already be on, and then you can watch the username and passwords come right up. But I'm not doing that. So anyway, um, so just start the server, and it's up and running. And I'll get an image capture of my phone to be able to show that it does show. Let's see, what is it? Pump AP, right? Yeah. So it does show and is able to connect through that. Um, The next thing will be the Squid server, and just to show the little like banning of sites and everything that I was talking about, I'll just go into the comp file. Why is it not? Okay. So this is where? Okay. This was just a like a default configuration from this website. It seemed like it worked okay. Yeah, and so here's the place where I can deny just any site really. So just let's see, bad site 0. Oh. So yeah, then I could just put it into anything. I don't know. Let's make them only use. I guess just an example. We'll ban Hotmail, Yahoo, and KSL. And yeah, just gotta make sure that all works like that. And other than that, that's pretty much it. The biggest thing that I had, the biggest problem that I had was really getting everything, or this part, the Pumpkin AP to work with Kali, because like I said, it had a bunch of dependencies that I don't know, that it wasn't showing that it absolutely needed. Like there was a man-in-the-middle proxy that it needed, and it needed host APD, but it needed a certain version of it, or something like that. No, it was that. It was, sorry. It was Python 2.7 needed, and that was the only one it could use that needed to be on there. And for some reason, it wasn't on mine, or it wasn't on Kali. It had a higher version. And anyways, the biggest thing I had was getting that to work, because I had to try a couple different versions of Kali, but the Squid server, after just putting a little bit of information in, it popped right up. And then just to make sure for this, to make sure after this is all saved, then I just go to the proxy server, and well, I guess I don't, yeah, I just enable it through there, and then from that access point they shouldn't be able to access any of those websites. Is just showing that it can connect to the created access point.